Hello, yeah, welcome. Good morning to everyone. It's morning here. I want to appreciate you for coming. Yeah, it's a great time, and definitely, I think it's kind of proper for us to appreciate everyone who's taking out their time to join us on this live presentation. All right, today is the 15th month of February, and of course, what we've got to discuss. Sorry, let me take off this live stream texts, right, and ensure that great we are all together on the same page. I guess that's definitely important, and of course in my opinion very proper. So quick one, if this is your first time of getting onto Gate, you want to make use, those of you on YouTube, make use of the link or the link under the description to sign up and of course get funded, because or fund your account, because that is how you would get positioned for what we're about to talk about, and of course the potential airdrop we will be introducing to you. Of course, I would quickly walk you through how to go about this, and of course introduce web3war, the project we have before us today. All right, I think that's quite self-explanatory, and of course non-geeky to, for anyone to easily understand. Okay, so great. So I think that's proper for us to take off right now. All right, so we can. So this is, let me begin by bringing you to the home page of Gates. I'm going to take you to the Gates homepage, so we can start from there. Obviously, I have logged in. That's why you have the icon there, right there indicating my name. You have it somewhere there, right? My name, and of course my logo, my avatar. I would quickly bring you to the Gate homepage so we can see how we get to where we are right now. So this is the Gate homepage, and of course easily you can pull up your you can pull up Getting here simply by imputing Gate.io over whichever browser you're using. Either it's Brave, I'm using Brave for example, and that's how you get over here. Simple. So the home page is quite intuitive, and then you have a lot of tabs to deal with. I'll say that, and then for you to head over to where we are going to, you would check out for startup page. Now for you to get there, you have couple of tabs to go through before going there. You have buy crypto, that's one. It's not where we're going to. Prices, trade, and which is where we're going to. I'm just walking through others. We have derivatives, finance, but I would quickly talk about trade, where you have the spot, convert, margin, leverage trade, and that's where you find startup. This startup zone is where you see the token that will be launching, all right, or about to launch, and the potential airdrops they give. So depending on the amount you trade and the volume it generates, this will contribute to the amount of airdrop you're going to get. We will talk about that extensively when we get to that point. But of course, I've opened the startup page in a new tab. So this is the startup page, and yeah, I'm currently on VIP2. Your VIP level also matters. I will explain later on. I think I've subscribed to 45 projects, and I think maybe I've gotten 40 projects airdrops, right? I think that's a fair margin. And so what we have here is a couple of projects that you can actually claim. See this: zero free to claim, zero free to claim, zero free to claim. All of these are projects I can claim their airdrops because I meet certain criteria. Don't forget, we're talking about web3war, and I just have to take out time to introduce you and of course welcome you. Let me make sure everyone can hear me very well. Let me also listen to myself. So meanwhile, my name is Elgiot. If this is your first time of seeing me, call myself the African Market Analyst. So please feel free to ask your questions. If you definitely do have questions, do not hesitate to ask them, all right? And I would surely appreciate you asking those questions. So where are we? I want to introduce you to web3war. Well, on the description, all right, and on the post I made on Twitter, I made it clear that this is a free-to-play game, and I really wish we come to that point of playing the game. But whichever, I'm going to introduce you the basic narrative you should know about the game. Quick one. Currently here on Gate, there are over 33,000 supporters of this project, and by extension, I mean the expected amount they were expecting to raise, you know, is 50,000 USDT, but currently it was 71 million USDT, meaning that those who are in support of this project are quite much, and if that gives quote unquote a positive mentality, a positive perspective about this project, giving us an implication that this project would potentially do well. I think that's very clear, for all of us to understand. Now this is it. It's going to be launching in a day and about 19 hours time, which implies that it's not going to be launching tomorrow, it's not going to be available for trading tomorrow, and it's also not going to be available for trading next tomorrow, but of course in the early hours of trading, about almost 3 days time, right? I mean, just like that. So in less than 48 hours basically it's going to kick off trading, and that implies that somewhere on midnight of the 7th breaking early hours of the 8th of February 2024. That in a few days time. Basically, it is this week. So we're looking at Wednesday breaking Thursday, to be able to kick off trading. And so I will introduce you to the projects, and I'll talk so much about that when we come there. But one thing that makes you qualify for airdrop is what I'm going to be making you see now. These are the requirements for participants to get airdrop of web3war. The native token, or the token sticker of web3war's token is FPS. I would be talking about that when we come there. Is W3W. W3W. I think that's the ticker. I thought it was FPS, but I just got a clue that FPS, of course, stands for first person shooter, while W3W is the ticker of the token. I thought as much also. Yeah, so now for you to participate in this project and to get the airdrop on Gate, number one, you must have signed up. So quickly, no more further, no going back and coming back, sign up on Gate. To sign up on Gate, you have the link under this. Those of you on Gate obviously are here. So you have, passed the first hurdle to accessing this airdrop. Majority of you might not be aware of how that these airdrops are actually free for those who are, participants and active users of Gates.io exchange. That's something I think we need to really check and correct the notion. So if you are there, you're a user of Gate, please come on, begin to maximize these opportunities to claiming this seamless airdrop. So now this is it. Now, once you've logged onto your account or you've signed up, if you haven't, please use my my link. You stand to get more bonus and commissions if you do that here on YouTube. Now this is it. Once you've signed up and you're registered users, poof, the first order is crossed. That's simple. And the second thing is, after you have logged in, you must ensure you've completed your verification. That's something simple. For example, I'm Nigeria. Just use your NIN ID card or driver's license and get yourself verified. It is seamless and extremely fast. In less than 30 minutes, I mean, you will have the verification done quick. And after that, you have the third order to really cross. That's also very simple. Very simple. What I mean by it's very simple is it's about you funding your account and the qualification to, I mean, the basic qualification aside, besides, signing up and logging into your account with your verified badge, is that you must have an asset, or must have assets worth over 10 or approximately $10. So definitely you'll not be targeting $10, at least 10.1 to be very fair. Now the truth is this: if you have assets that are not on Gate, for example, maybe on MetaMask or Trust Wallet or whichever non-custodial wallet, you can simply transfer these assets to Gate, and of course, boom, you will be meeting the third requirement without any hassle, and it's going to be more better for you, or let me say you stand more chance if you have asset worth over 1,000 that you can you can transfer to Gate, or you trade on futures, and then you can generate so much volume. It gives you more edge. Simple. Now the truth is this: once you've logged in to get this airdrop, you must have logged onto Gate. You are holding the asset more than $10 on spot, right? $10 on spot, and of course you can simply click on $0 free to claim. This is it, $0 free to claim. Now you have these all three requirements ticked for me, and more so, I am on VIP 2, meaning that I am of a higher tier level. Now, the higher your VIP, of course, the more likelihood that you would get the claim. Now, this is it. I'm having available 40 shares to claim of this, or how many tokens is available for airdrop is, for airdrops there are 938,000 FPS token, right? So, and it's interesting to make mention of this fact. So you have 938,087 FPS tokens, and all of these are going to be unlocked. So I'm going to be doing this claiming right away. So you see, I'm on VIP 2, and I'm potentially going to be claiming 40 FPS. Maybe I'm going to be lucky for more. Let's do this together. 1, 2, 3, go. Claim, and there you go. Look at that. If I'm on VIP 3, I will have stand more chance to get more. And so, claim now. It's simple. All right, subscribe successful, and there you go. Boom. I can always subscribe to the next project, but I won't be doing that because that's not the scope of this discussion. We have a long way to go, and I hope that's a welcoming package for everyone who is new on Gate, and of course you're starting to get your own airdrop. Meanwhile, if you're on Gate, please do not forget to give us a following. I will surely appreciate you giving us a following, as that would indicate that you are looking forward to my post. Great. Now that being said, I would want to walk you through web3war. What is web3war about? How is this platform a blockchain platform? Isn't it just about games? I don't know what your fears are. I hope we're going to get them dissolved in less than 30 minutes time. Basically, we've used about 15 minutes in introducing you to the startup project. In talking about the startup project and how to potentially qualify, all right, for the airdrops. I would now begin to talk about web3war in detail. So please sit back, enjoy. You've got questions, do not hold them to yourself, throw them at me. I am the question answer guy here. So ask your questions, and I'll be eager to answer each and every single one of your question. All right, I'll first take you to the homepage or the website of web3war. If that is cool with you, let's do that right away. So quickly, looking out for web3war website. I already have it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna, I'll just bring it right away now, so you all see that right here. So, okay, the website is simply w3w.game. I'm gonna just see it. My God, what's going on? My cursor literally disappeared right now, and it's crazy. Okay, so there you go. This is the website w3w.game. This is your home page, and this is it. Now, meanwhile, when this token gets available for trading, you would find it on spot here. So you move to trade, get over to spot, and then you have the search bar option. So you search the token's ticker. Simple. I know you'll find it like that. FPS. There you go. See that? And then click. That's the token. So when you click on that, it's currently not available for trading, but you see the interface. So you see it going live, right? See that? I'm not going to be walking you through, but because these are just um, new users guides, let me put it that way. So now you see it's going to be going live on the 7th of February 2024. That's like I said in the evening, we can follow morning. So that's going to be 9 p.m. Is it 9 a.m.? One day, 22 hours. So okay, it's going to be 9 a.m. I guess. So when today expires? Okay, yeah, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Sorry, that's going to be like 10 a.m. West African time, 9 a.m. UTC, I guess, on 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 Wednesday. So Wednesday morning you get to begin trading. I think deposits is gonna be made available. It's already made available, I guess now. So that about you trading your token or you want to buy. That is it. Because you must have sent USDT, you must have a USDT available, and you should be able to set a price. Now we're gonna talk about the price, talking about flex token. Maybe we get to see this on TradingView. I hope we can. If we can't, boom, we're just going to use some psychology levels and other metrics to make our analysis. Now, quickly, let me show you. I think this is where to download on Windows the game. But first, before getting to downloading the game or checking out other things, let's get into the about. Let me read through what we've got here on Gate and introduce you to the project from Gate. web3war, or so known as W3W, is the first person shooter crafted by the industry-leading game developer Rolling Thunders and secured by Zilliqa. Meanwhile, Zilliqa is a blockchain network, and yeah, I guess it's interesting every one of us to see that. Now, by Zilliqa, the trailblazer in blockchain technology and the OG of Layer 1. That's a very nice intro, I guess. So W3 masterfully uses time-honored gaming principles with innovative skill-to-hand mechanics. So the game is multiplayer-based, free-to-play, seasonal content-oriented, first-person shooter. FPS prioritizes fun and high-quality gameplay above health, above all else. I think that's quite innovative for us to make mention of, and a very short and sharp intro. Um, right? Whoa, really? So I just got any information about the Airdrop, so don't mind me. Uh, so I think it's quite interesting, right? That we can now take note of this actual fact that this game is mind-blowing, simple, and interestingly crazy in the sense that it is launched by those who are experienced in the game. Now, the name of the founder is Valentine and is the CTO of Rolling Thunders. Now, I don't know so much about Rolling Thunders, I'm sorry, but of course, this dude got over 20 years, over 2 decades of experience across various IT right industry segments, including gaming, e-commerce, telecom, automotive, and Internet of Things. I think we can definitely make a backthrow or a rest assurance or rest our assurance on whatever this person has to offer. Well, it is also not a financial advice, like I always say, but of course, we have some proof of work from this Valentine guy. I think that is interesting to say. Now, I guess we need to go beyond what we've seen here to make more decisions and discussions about this project. So I think this is quite proper for us to dive into. Come on, let's check it. This is about web3war is developed by Rolling Thunders, an integrated entertainment company spun out from Zilliqa in 2023, building products for gamers by gamers using Web3 and blockchain technologies. Now, for you who might be there having no clue, who is a total noob about Web3, I will tell you for free what Web3 is. Web3 is that high iteration of the internet where ownership, right, data ownership is the talk of the town, where data ownership is the highlight of the town, where data ownership is the majority of discussion. Now, where data ownership takes the majority of discussion. Now, that's something I think every one of us must take note of, right? Now, that is it about Web3. So when you begin to have gameplays where you have to say the data are not just going to be controlled by some centralized bodies, and then you can potentially earn from these. This brings the beauty of playing to earn, and of course the beauty of Web3 all into the same point. Most Web3 interfaces will not need you to will not need you to give them your name, details, your address, your whatever your age, but of course just your wallet, which is often a anonymous way of getting entry and entertaining yourself. Well, that's interesting. So you can always find them on YouTube here, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Discord. I think, well, that's okay. So, what about the blockchain? Let's talk about blockchain for a moment. I'm also going to walk you through the white paper as much as I can, right? In my own opinion, if you do not mind, I think that's all necessary for me to just do. So, wait a minute. Let's head over to the blockchain. The Zilliqa, we already have that's been discussed, but I'm going to be talking so much about that now. Just exercise a bit of patience. I definitely am still working on a couple of things right at my end here. So what do we have? Sorry. I would want to copy the link of the what's it called? Of the white paper, right? So we can I would love to go through that me personally. So I think we all can look into that and then pick out what exactly it is makes web3war quite innovative and of course different, right? So I think it's okay for us to look right into this and then yeah, draw our conclusions. I mean, please, I'm just looking out for our GateLive right now. So Rolling Thunders, where do we get this right now? Okay, grab your guns. All right. IDEO has been sold out in 10 minutes, right? So the IDEO, web3war had its IDEO, I think, few minutes ago, right? That was crazy. Maybe I was not aware of that. I wasn't aware of that, or maybe because I don't know. So the IDEO happened on pools, right? Pools finance, and then yeah, people exhausted this stuff, right? So it's quite funny. So I think there are much hypes about this project right now, and I think it's getting more interesting and wild, in my own opinion. Okay, so let's read about what right now. Let me come to the home page, and well, let's walk through the blockchain first. So tokens and skins, all of those are tools and necessary gears in web3war, and they are all secured by the Zilliqa blockchain, which is a high performance blockchain platform capable of scaling to meet the demands of Web3 applications at a global scale. Zilliqa is the world's first blockchain protocol to implement charging technology. I don't know if you're aware of charging, but of course, Ethereum began to onboard, prototype charging as one of the AIPs to help the Ethereum blockchain attain more scalability and, of course, reach out to a global audience and enforce the possibility of adoption. I tell you. So when you have Zilliqa, I'm unaware that Zilliqa is the world's first blockchain protocol to implement charting. But of course, this definitely is making Zilliqa. I think I should actually look out for Zilliqa blockchain more this time around, because there are more blockchains that seem to be uncommon, that seem to be less common than Ethereum or the ones we know and would go explosive. Now, Zilliqa is the world's first blockchain protocol to implement charting technology, making it perfectly suited to handle the demands of data-intensive applications such as gaming. So, at web3war, like we have, I'm actually making a short. I using my double clicks are like gone short. At web3war, their focus is blockchain as a tool for creating a better gaming experience, and by using tokens and NFTs on Zilliqa, they aim to empower gamers to truly own their game, which of course explains the place of Web3 in the sense of Web3. And look at that shot I'm making. Ownership. I said that earlier on, that is the highlight of any Web3 protocol, how to own. So basically, your skins, your gears, your gaming experience is definitely at some point, or enshrined, or enacted, let me put it that way, or secured by the blockchain as non-fungible tokens, which of course can be tradable in marketplaces. Now, so gamers can own their in-game items, look at that, right? And earn tangible rewards for the skill they demonstrate in-game. And that's very beautiful. I think even a newbie will understand that. Come on, think of that for a moment, isn't it? Yes, it is. So now that being said, I want to welcome you to the white paper. Let's read the white paper. When we're done reading the white paper, I think I would attempt, downloading, right? And then we might attempt gameplay if we can. So I'm not making a promise, but let's read the white paper very quickly. That is the white paper there. I just found that on the homepage, w3.game. That was the website, and this is the white paper. Interesting and innovative, I tell you. Come on. Hey, white paper. Introduction, better play your experience with Web3, Fusion Gaming Hub, a whole lot, right? So I tell you, it's a whole lot right here for you to think of, okay? So when you're looking out for all of these projects, okay, token rewards, I think I want to look out for the token rewards and then learn more about what the project is about. I guess it's quite for us to look out for. Okay, so let's look out for this, I guess. So let's look out for this. Let's look out for this. All right, so let's quickly talk about this. I'm sorry, I almost got carried away. Yeah, I wanted to post this on WhatsApp so my audience can also join us and see what it is I'm doing this morning. So great. So I think it's quite interesting for us to look out for that, right? Okay. Yep. Interesting. Let me read on. I'm sorry. I want to look at the tokenomics also, and I'll also look at the roadmap. I guess these three, tokenomics, economy, and token rewards, are the things we can look at for. And of course, roadmap. Come with me. Let's run down this game. I hope it's getting interesting with you, and of course, you're enjoying the stocks. Great. Token rewards. I think this is the first one. Where is the economy? Maps and game modes. I think of course, a war, so it's a war game. web3war's native token is FPS. Take notes, please. I almost made a mistake the other time. I thought it was W3W, but it is FPS. A ZRC2 fungible token. I will call it the Zilliqa request comment because I know ERC means Ethereum request comment, so I assume it means Zilliqa request comment fungible token deployed on the Zilliqa blockchain. FPS tokens can be earned through the skill to earn gameplay mechanic and other rewards. So FPS can also be purchased directly through the Fusion Gaming Hub and are stored in the app's integrated Zilliqa wallet, where they can be used to make purchases on the marketplace or sent to other wallet address. So that is the token given as reward, FPS. FPS, although looks like free play shooting game. Much more than that, it also is the native token of W3W or war web3war gameplay. Now the thing is, by introducing FPS, the project, are looking forward to injecting DeFi marketplaces into the utility and the blockchain solution they've onboarded. So I think beyond NFTs gameplay experience, there is also a prospect of allowing more liquidities to create the market space. I would attempt looking out for the token analysis, for the token for the tokens price action, so we can in our own way also make a sure analysis on what's going on. All right, so I think it's okay for us to talk about that. So yeah, so I think that's it about that. And then, well, one other thing to make mention of is that players match up level 1 in 1 versus 1, 2 versus 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5 team of 3 for all matches in game, mostly just death match. I mean, there's a innovative and experiential kind of gameplay experience that makes the entire gaming very, very exhilarating, I tell you. So I think it's very important for us to make mention of that fact that they've defined the gameplays and the modes in this game in such a way that will be so exciting to everyone and also engaging, because I think that's one thing that makes gameplay very adventurous when you have exciting and engaging modes. So all of these ranks and matches only makes the entire gameplay interesting. Well, I'm not going to be focused on more of the NFTs. The NFTs are just all of these duties. You can see them, the guns and all of those gears that is being used for play. But let's focus on the economy again. Like I said, let's check out for the economy quickly. That's what we're looking at right now. So the economy sits on covers this major emphasis: how the rewards have been distributed, season pass rewards, economy loop, and utility. Now, players are able to access and, of course, purchase NFTs directly from the Fusion Gaming Hub, or in rare cases, they may earn a full cosmetic skin NFT as a reward. I think that's something very, very interesting, since these NFTs are based and defined on their rarity levels. Number 1 being common, second being rare, third being epic, mythical, there's the fourth, and legendary is the fifth. So all of those categorization definitely helps us to know the amount of blueprints you find in each NFTs, and of course it also carefully categorizes the rarities of these NFTs. I think that's also very, very interesting to know. For example, let's say you have 123 blueprint. In order to mint a legendary NFT, you need to consume 100 blueprints. That's what is written here. Once this is complete, you're left with 23 blueprints. Whatever that is, I think it's all explaining how the entire economy of this what do we call it? Of this NFT works. Yeah, so I think it's interesting and wonderful, right? So yeah, that's it. So whatever it is, I think it's interesting to make mention of that. So all right, so reward distribution, ranked games features additional whatever. So we have 88% is going to be distributed to the winning team, 10% go to the game's treasury, and 2% is bonds at every instance. So whenever a game features, whenever you desire to enter a rank, the game player must pay an amount of FPS token as a cost of entry. And after the end of the game, token rewards are distributed as follows. So if your team happen to be the winning team, even though you pay FPS to enter the game, right, you would have 88% share of the amount, collated in the pool. So there's a gaming pool where every gamer has to pay their FPS token into for them to have access to the game. So once the game is over, the winning team takes 88%. 10% goes to the game's treasury. So 10% becomes W3W's treasury, 2% is bond. So the bonding definitely will allow more, what do I call this now? They allow more, to allow the token to be more expensive, in the sense that it's reducing supply, and of course with a continuous inflow of demand, you can be so sure that the token's price will increase. All right, so I think that's clear enough for us to understand the economy. Season pass. Season pass is going to provide players with dedicated seasonal content. I think that's very clear, and rewards that will only be available for a limited period of time. By owning the season pass, players become eligible for the daily care package. Well, I think all of those are in-game, inventories to aid a seamless game experience. Seasonal pass or season pass. Great. So the season pass will be available by locking, stacking 50 or staking 50 FPS tokens. This will unlock a soul-bound NFT. Additionally, the player will receive 2% of its deposit per year APR by locking or staking its FPS for the whole season. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So, all right, I think that's great. So, the economy loop is simple, beginning from player start W3W. The player enjoys play regular mode, play ranked mode with entry cost. This regular mode is free, I guess. This one you have to pay for you to access, this ranked mode where you have to increase your rank and of course potentially earn more. You pay to enter. Then you, as a player, you have access to the marketplace, and as a more options are open to people that play this ranked mode. Of course, definitely you pay, so why shouldn't you enjoy more options? So now when you are having this access to the rank, the rank, and you're increasing your rank, after 24 hours, winning team you get 88%. I explained that earlier on. Of course, 10% goes to the treasury of W3W, that's Web3, web3war, and then you have the 2% being burnt off, right? That's clear. Now the thing is, the 10% that goes into the treasury becomes the prize pool for tournament. I think this thing goes back to the community in a very, very beautiful loop, right? So the prize pool for the tournament, this same 10%, right? Let's say for example you enter with 50 FPS as a team A, and then team B comes in with 50 FPS tokens also. The thing is, 88 tokens of those whole pool becomes the winners. That's very, very explosive to think of, right? I'm serious. So now the thing is, aside from that, then just about 10 tokens, 10, 2 of that 100 pool is burnt up, and then 10 goes to the pool. These 10 tokens that goes to the pool, is going to be used as prize pool for tournaments, especially for those who are playing rank mode. It's just going or revolving around the community, in my own opinion, honestly. So, and it also goes for paying the gas fees for transactions and special events, I think. Yeah. So, what do you say? I think it's interesting. So the 2% is burnt, and that's where it hangs. So, as a player, you have access to marketplace. You can buy season pass. You can buy NFTs, sell NFTs, mint NFTs, and of course, the cycle and the loop continues. This is a summary of the utility. I may not go through all of this because of our time. I will just talk about a few things, and then we'll wrap things around things off. I think this is interesting, in my own opinion. If you do not mind, look at this with me, please. Now, you have FPS token can be freely traded against Zeal, right? Or any other available tokens on centralized and decentralized exchanges when it's listed. It's going to be listed on Gate in 2 days' time. That's going to be about this time on Wednesday, right? So I guess you can actually begin trade the token at that time. We're going to talk about the price action when we about to run off. Now, I think there are more tokens in game. Look at this. There are in-game tokens. This one is experience point XP. Nice. Season pass point. Only when season pass is unlocked. It's off-chain, all of these three off-chain. Weapon upgrade points. So all of these points are off-chain, and of course are accessible in-game. Now, player regular. Now, to obtain these tokens, especially the experience points, those who play regular and ranked matches get this XP. Those who play regular and ranked matches also get this season pass point. And those who play regular and match also gets this, weapon upgrade points. So the utility of the weapon upgrade points is to upgrade weapon levels, while that for season pass points is to upgrade or unlock season pass rewards. By that of the XPs or experience point is to advance the rankings, unlock reward tiers. Well, I think I'm going to stop there. We all know what FPS token is going to be used for as a on-chain token You would be able to use it to enter a game, play ranked matches. It's going to be used as rewards or emissions, bought on exchanges. Definitely, for you to own season pass, you need FPS tokens, and its utility is quite much. On secondary marketplaces, use it to mint NFT plans or attachment schemes. Of course, if you want to gear up, I guess. So sorry, I made a mistake right now. So yeah. So I turn off lights. So mistake. So now you can always use it to purchase season pass, right, and enter ranked games. That's it. So I think that explains the utility of the FPS token. Well, quickly to the tokenomics, where I'm going to be wrapping things up. You'll find the tokenomics also on Gate. It's no rocket science. Very simple. This is it. The token economics of this FPS, well, it's already clear here. These are the utilities. This is a token overview. Now, the maximum supply I want to know, right? I want to know what the maximum supply is. I always am eager to know. So I guess this is it. So the total supply is 150 million tokens, quite little, not that much. And 25% of these tokens go for public round. 15 or 10% goes for marketing. 15% belongs to the team. 10% is used for liquidity. 30% is for gaming incentives. That tells you that community takes the larger share, and that is very, very, that's very, very, that's very worthy of applauding. I don't know if that's incorrect, but it's really, really noteworthy. I tell you. Now, aside from that, what else? 5% is for partners and advisors. There's a lock-in investing period. I wouldn't talk about that too much, but come with me back to Gate. Now, what do you see here? Just like we have it right there, 6% for private, 12% for public sale, 10% for marketing, 10% for team. This looks quite different from what I tell you. 20% for season pass. Look at that. Okay, I think the distribution schedule is run from the token generation event. I made a mistake, sorry. So I think it all goes along the same path. This is it. 6% is for private round, 12% for public sale, 20% is for marketing, 10% is for team, 10% for liquidity, 22% for ecosystem, and 20% for season pass. This explains how the token, what's it called? FPS is being distributed. I think this being said is practically bringing us to the end of the simple overview of FPS. Now, that is quite innovative, I must tell you, and exhilarating all at the same time. Now, since we've done almost 44 minutes of introducing this project, how about I look out for if I can download this project. Prove your skill, download on Windows. All right, so we're here. Come on, it's downloading. I'm going to download it. I will download it. I am almost done downloading this. Crazy, I've downloaded the game launcher. See that? I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but I've just finished downloading the game in less than a minute, I guess. Okay, so I'll launch it, and because of our time, it's less than 2 minutes. I'm going to be launching this backstage. I just don't know if it's going to be able to meet the timing we've already scheduled for this. I'm installing that. You must have heard that sound. So I will check it, I will look out for it, and I'll see if I also can begin to probably and alongside with this. I love games that has to do with shooting. I haven't played game in a long time. I will look at it, I promise you. There's a launcher installed already. Let's look at for if we can find the price. So come with me to CoinMarketCap quickly. Well, there's 2 minutes to wrap things up. I've opened the launcher. I'm going to have a more feel of this when I'm done with live session. When it closes and I'm done, I would fully experience this. Okay. So we're looking for FPS. It should be listed, I guess. I don't know. Oh, here you go. Price not tracked yet. So I don't think we have price to deal with here. And the same thing must be going for trading view, right? 150 million token supply to find on Zilliqa. And the crazy thing is I still on the world was Zilliqa. But first, let me check trading view. I'll come right back to Zilliqa. Oh, interesting. Meanwhile, I'm a market analyst. If you for example looking out of me for me, that's what I do. I did analysis on Bitcoin and some other tokens here. Let's look for FPS USD. FPS. Oh, is this a real token? I'm seeing this token on Pancake Swap. Really? Whatever, I'm not sure that's it, but whatever, we still can find token to deal with. So please look out for Wednesday to get your own share of this token. Or to show you clear what I do, look at the analysis I give of Bitcoin. Very clear, sweet, and pure token analysis. Guess what? I'm still learning. I didn't take this trade. So I'm so happy that my trade peaked. Look at that. And it's quite interesting, I must tell you. So it's moving up, and of course, expect Bitcoin to 50K. I'm giving you that for free, and of course, that's it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying with me here and enjoying this live session. Subscribe, keep following, and of course, keep looking out for trading on Gates. Peace. Bye. Any question? I think I am not seeing anyone. Let me check out the questions while we have to enjoy the media. So there you go. I'm going to run the call. It's done right now. Just wanted to check. Let me look out the people for the questions. Yep. Wow, this is interesting. No questions for me. Thank you for coming. Peace.